So I'm trying to build a coalition to retake my God-given right to the throne. I'm making another story time. Shit hit the fan. Wait. Hey guys, what's poppin'? So today I'm gonna be telling you another story that I did not have planned. I'm just gonna go ahead and preface this. Stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers, don't talk to people you don't know. I'm not gonna lie, in the moment, I was like, I'm gonna keep talking to this guy, cause you know, like this could be a good story. No, I regret it. I regret it. There's a target on my head. Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. Hello, hi, this is me. I'm a dumb bitch, and I might have gotten myself in a little pickle. This story actually dates back to my senior year in high school. My senior year, I got this message from this weird guy. So let's name this guy Andrew. I come from a really small town. You're literally Facebook friends with almost everybody, even people you don't know that well or have talked to. Maybe somebody you've seen down the hallway. Chances are you're friends with them on Facebook. So I accepted a Facebook friend request. This is like every like suburban mom's like go-to story of like why you shouldn't have a Facebook, kids.
Charlie, bring your phone here. I need to see who you're talking to. Who is this person? Stranger danger? I think so.
Let's take this as a teaching moment. I get this Facebook friend request from this guy named Andrew, and I'm like, okay, Andrew, we've got mutual friends. It says you go to my high school. It says you live in my town, Andrew. Sure, like, let's be friends. So I get this message from Andrew, okay? And it says,
do you have Miss Blank for English?
And I said, yeah.
Do you know what pages we had to read in whatever book we're reading? Or are you in regular English?
I'm in regular. LOL, do you even go to our school anymore?
Because I looked at his page and all of his friends were people who had already graduated. He looked relatively old. He said,
ha ha ha, yes and no. I graduated last year, but Mr. Blank and Mrs. Blank have me come in occasionally and help me teach younglings.
Sir, I go to this school. I would know. The teachers aren't just like, hey guys, so today we're gonna be talking about this, but instead of me doing that, I'm gonna hand it over to this guy who literally graduated last year, has no credentials. He's gonna teach the class, okay? Love you guys, I'll sit over here. Teachers don't do that. He says,
which is why I'm effed with forgetting to read the pages of the book. He said, hey, never mind. One of my servants told me. Thank you for the help.
Okay. Shit does not go over my head. No, this guy is fishy. Something is wrong. So I said,
oh, that's weird. Someone in AP said that they were reading so-and-so book.
Not the book he was talking about.
LOL, still? Are they in so-and-so's class?
I said,
I don't think so.
I didn't respond. Like, this kid is just saying stuff that doesn't add up. Then I get a message that says,
I may have told you a small lie before.
Okay. Question mark?
Truth is, I want to talk to you, but I have no idea where to even begin. Sad, right? LOL, do you mean, why am I talking to you? Or, why is it sad? I have a good answer for both, I think.
Go for it.
At this point, I'm not amused. You're being creepy. You're lying to me about teaching young kids, which I know you were not teaching young kids.
The answer to the former question is because you're insanely beautiful. And I remember in class you were smiling 90% of the time.
Sir, what? That is crazy. We didn't have a class together. That is so false. I was half asleep or confused.
So I figure people would think I was a cool kid if they saw us getting milkshakes. And it's sad because I could also be handling you candy or a bottle of Coke to make up for potentially offending you.
I'm not a rude person. This isn't adding up. Like, you were never in my class. I know who's in my class. You're not one of those people in my class.
That's actually really sweet. But I'm kind of with somebody right now. I was just kind of scared that you were like crazy, but that's actually really sweet.
Oh, Bella. 18-year-old little Bella. Hi, this is me from 2018, Bella. Hi, he's crazy.
I am a little crazy, but it's the harmless Einstein crazy. If I haven't completely creeped you out, I was wondering if I could message you on occasion and tell you hilarious stuff that happens. For the record, he's a lucky guy.
A couple days later, I get another message that says,
we're still young enough to run around down the halls like it's Star Wars, right?
This is a picture of him with a lightsaber. That's not what our school looks like, sir. That's just not what it looks like, so lie again. Lies. I caught you, you're lying. This is 2 months later. He says,
hey, I know it's been a while and you're in a relationship and it looks creepy because the people I work for don't let me use a Facebook. So I have to use this thing to message people.
Wait, you're messaging me on Facebook so you have to use this thing to message people, but you can't have a Facebook? Sir, what is your math? Where does this add up?
But would you want to hang out somewhere next year? No BS, I'm obsessed with Rome. In parentheses, Italy. Ciao, Bella. In quotes.
Then he sends me a picture of what seems like him aborting a private jet. What do you mean hang out somewhere?
I'm not trying to boast. I just have a lot to lose. And I wanted to assure you that I'd never do anything creepy or illegal.
Somebody who's not gonna do something creepy or illegal doesn't have to preface that. They don't have to tell you. It's known. It's common knowledge you're not gonna do anything creepy or illegal, sir. I'm frightened. I'm scared for my life. Somebody call 911. Hello, Chris Hansen. You're telling me you want to make plans to travel this f***ing world? I don't know you. I said,
I'm going away for college next year. I'm not gonna be here anymore. I bet, but I don't really know you. So, wouldn't it be weird going together?
I'm trying to gauge the crazy on this guy.
Absolutely. It would be weird, borderline creepy. Like, hey kids, I've got some candy for you in my van. That's why I'm putting my eggs in the Netflix basket.
Then he said,
I'm just making conversations until we figure out why we're on this planet. Merry Christmas, Bella.
I said,
Merry Christmas to you too.
every once in a while, I tell the story about the crazy guy who wanted to take me to Rome. It's been 4 years. His Facebook account got deleted because remember, he can't have one of those because of his job. I get this message on Friday of last week. It just said Facebook user, which... I get a message from somebody that says Facebook user, and it says,
Okay, this is gonna seem weird after all this time, but text me, insert phone number. I've seen the entire world, and I have a story to tell.
and I said, wait, what? I was like, well, who the hell? Like, I could still see the message. Like, it just said that the account didn't exist, which doesn't make any sense. Like, none of the previous messages were loading. It was just this message, like, hey, I've been around the world. I've got something to tell you. I did text the phone number thinking it was one of my friends, like, pulling a prank on me, or, like, whoever it is, like, maybe it's, like, the wrong person, and, like, they have a story to tell me. But I didn't know it was this creepy guy. First I said,
Hello.
Hi, who is this?
I got a Facebook message, question mark.
Natalie?
Bella, question mark.
I got a new number, and I told my sister to text me, but whatever, haha. Please don't take it the wrong way. My name's Andrew. We went to high school together.
did we?
And I think we were almost friends for a brief moment in time, but we never connected. I came back to San Diego. I could tell you stories of the world if you could hear me out, but I just thought I'd reconnect.
Did you delete the Facebook you just sent the message on?
Yeah, I did. I'm technically not allowed to have a Facebook, ma'am. I work for the US government and they're serious about it, but I missed my childhood and I was curious about you and how you were doing.
You made a Facebook to message me about a story and then deleted your account?
That's weird. This is important.
I'm a medic. I keep people alive when they get a paper cut. I hope it's not scary for you. I don't have some 007 top secret job, if that's what you're afraid of.
At this point, I've just picked up my friend Chandler, and we're on our way to go get dinner, and I'm filling Chandler in on this whole story, like from the beginning to now. And we both want to know what the story is. Is this guy okay? And she messages, so what's the story? And we're both like waiting. And my phone goes off, and I look at it, my like stomach like sunk. Oh no, he's not okay.
Well, which story? There are many. I was shot at, drugged on accident. I traveled the world to find a doctor for a girl I had a crush on. I spoke to the Queen of England, shook hands with the CEO of the Chevron company. Look, I can FaceTime you or send you pictures tomorrow or whatever the hell. I'm a real person. I promise.
At this point, all these questions are running in my head. I'm about to like catch him in a lie.
So you did make a Facebook to send me that message. I'm very confused about why you can't have a Facebook. I know some people that work for the government that can have Facebooks. The President of the United States tweets every 5 minutes.
And you can't have a Facebook for being a medic. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but later on this shit gets a little confusing. Then he sends me this whole long thing.
It's fishy that we haven't gotten blackout drunk together yet.
Sir, what?
I had a Facebook, ha ha ha. I didn't create one just to message people. I sat for about an hour trying to remember my password, and I thought of you. You used to walk in front of my house in high school every day, and I sat there like a nerd wondering who you were.
I'm with Chandler, and we're reading these messages, and we're like, something's not adding up. This is weird. This is psycho. Like, you know, some people would just be like, okay, that's weird, let it go. Around this time, senior year, when I was getting these messages from this guy, I was followed by some Instagram account, and I started getting these DMs. I used to have to do laundry in a separate building from my house, but it was still in my apartment complex. I would walk downstairs, and I was wearing this pink t-shirt to go to bed in. Had my little like laundry bag and like I was bringing it back upstairs and like I had literally just walked into my door and my phone like goes like ding. I get a DM from this weird Instagram that says like nice pink shirt that you're wearing tonight, or I like your pink shirt that you're wearing tonight. I told my sister right away. I was like, is this you? Are you doing this to me right now? Like tell me right now, because I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I'm scared. It wasn't like a guarded area, like by any means. Like it was pretty open, like where I lived. Like we lived on the water, so there was a boardwalk there. So we go to the police station like the next day, and they basically told me that the only thing I could do was either delete my Instagram. Like that was basically my only option. They couldn't track down the Instagram. There's no way to know it wasn't like a joke. Either way, like, if the guy already knew where I lived, like, that doesn't make a difference if I delete my Instagram or not. Like, I blocked the account, so, like, I'm sure somebody would have spoken up about it, but nobody ever did, and that's why I was always freaked out about it, because I was like, what? Who was that? That's the only other weird encounter I had during that time. I'm getting these weird messages from this guy on Facebook, who is clearly a little bit off, and now I'm getting these messages from the secret account on my Instagram. Is this happening again? Like, I'm scared. So I told my friend Chandler, I was like, let's just look at the guy. I want to know what he looks like, so if I ever see him, like, around me, like, I know to, you know, like, run. And so the guy comes on FaceTime, and we ask him, how was meeting the Queen of England? And he goes on to this huge story and tells us about how he fell in love with this girl, gave us her full name. She has lupus. Like, we went to this lupus center in London, and I sent a letter to the Queen of England about it, and she showed up. Like, just told her, hey, we're gonna be here on this day, like, show up if you can. The Queen showed up with her guards. Like, that's what he said. Chandler was like, I'm very confused about, like, why you traveled so much and, like, what you did as a medic. Like, why can't you have a Facebook if you're a medic?
No, I traveled the world as a civilian.
So she asked him, so you're a medic? He goes,
I'm an EMT, like a traveling EMT.
but he just said he was a medic, but then he just said he just traveled the freaking world as a civilian, but then he says he travels the world as an EMT. So what is the truth? And then she goes, oh, well, like, my boyfriend's an EMT, like, where did you get, like, your certifications? Like, here? And he goes,
Yeah.
oh, so, like, at this specific place in San Diego, and he goes,
No, Oklahoma.
so we kind of look at each other and we're like, what the f-? Like, she asked him what major he was, and
Yeah, history major with like political science.
we're like, okay, normal.
Yeah, I want to be emperor someday.
This isn't Star Wars. We don't have an emperor here. So this guy's literal life goal is to be an emperor. I mean, hey, like, as much as I want to be, like, the next Dr. Phil, like, that's just, like, an outlandish thing to say to people. So at this point, I'm like, we gotta go. We gotta go. Chandler, hang it up. I'm scared to make this guy upset. I don't want to alarm him, because if he's actually, like, mentally unstable, I don't want to piss him off. So, like, how I tell him that this needs to, like, stop and he needs to, like, leave me alone now, then I get a text.
I'm meeting one of my bros that I haven't seen in literally 7 years.
Disregarding the whole conversation about him wanting to be an emperor, meeting the Queen of England. Wow. This is where I'm like, I don't want to piss him off. So I'm like,
You're really nice, and by no means was I cool in high school. But it doesn't really seem like we're on the same page right now. You're so nice for thinking of me, though. Good luck finding someone who can be your empress.
I think that's nice. I'm safe.
I was just trying to talk to you. Ha ha ha. I don't care that you're in a relationship.
Anyways, I'm really in a good place in my relationship, and I don't want to make my partner uncomfortable or put me in a weird situation.
Would it help if I told you I was gay? I'm not, but that's an idea. I've been trying to talk to everyone since I've been back. Just glad you're alive.
Ha ha ha! Thank you. Yes, I am alive.
Then he sends me,
Her name is Christine. I traveled the world talking to doctors, trying to find someone who could help her because she's very sick. She's the reason I'm in San Diego. I'm not trying to date you.
No, I get that. I'm just not trying to make my partner feel uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. I'm just talking to you. You're right. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm glad you're happy.
he's getting it, right? Like, you're right. Like, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm glad you're happy.
Would it help if I talked to him? Ha ha ha. I just want to live.
3 days later, I get another text that I still haven't responded to, and it says,
Hey, you never answered my question though. Wait. Partner? Oh shit. I can't talk to him or her. I didn't mean to assume your orientation.
then he says,
I traveled the world for one. Christine blank. She's sick. I took up the cross and tried to find a doctor that could save her. But against all odds, she didn't know I liked her and took a lesser male. So I'm trying to build a coalition to retake my God-given right to the throne. What can I do to add your name to the list?
No. If you meet a guy who's trying to tell you he's met the queen, he's out in the world traveling for this sick girl, this guy's living in a Lifetime movie. He wants to take back his God-given right to the throne, and now he has my number. So I messaged the girl because he gave me her full name. You didn't mess with any regular girl, you messed with the FBI. So I found the girl. I found her Facebook and I sent her a message that says, hey, do you know this guy named blank? He's basically messaging me and he keeps mentioning your name. Can you let me know if he's okay? I'm a little scared. So I sent her like a message like along those lines and I haven't gotten a response back from her. I honestly might make a part 2 of this if she ends up telling me something like crazy. Who in the world is Andrew, who met the Queen of England and wants his right to the throne? Let me know what you think down below. Is he coming to get me? Is he the guy looking through my windows? If you think it is, let me know down below. I blocked the number, stranger danger, for sure. So I haven't heard anything, even if he has been sending me stuff, which kind of frightened me because I was like, you know what, if he is sending me stuff like,
I'm on my way to your house to come get you.
like, I'm not gonna get that message. So he could be here already, like, we don't know. I really hope that 10 years from now I'm not married with kids and I get like a handwritten letter from this guy that's saying, hey, I claimed my throne, wanna be my freaking empress? No, I'm not down for that. Let me know if I should worry about it. Maybe this is just like a weird thing. Maybe he's just got a quirky personality. So that's the end of this week's video. I hope you guys liked it. So I'll be back next week with more videos. Bye!
She see money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting out like last week.